I do feel like my role is different. I think the freshmen have done a really good job of coming in and being really aggressive with everything and taking control, which is not easy to do as a freshman. But because we have so many of them, they kind of need to have like a leadership role as well. 2 years ago, our team was a lot of upperclassmen, so I didn't have to have as much of a leadership role because there were so many other leaders. But yeah, my role has definitely changed more to a leader, and I like it. And I think the freshmen are really optimistic and open to hearing corrections, and they want the feedback, which is really helpful. My freshman year, when we made it to nationals, that regionals and that nationals were two of the best days of my life, and so wanting to experience that again is definitely there. So I think we have the potential and we have the talent, and I think just making sure we're like smooth and steady incline all the way there, and we'll get there. I think so. So yeah, I want it really bad, so that's exciting.
The composed and articulate Maddie Dagon, and she's a senior this year. She and Jade Carey were supposed to be freshmen together, but Jade deferred for 3 years while she chased her Olympic dreams, and word is Maddie Dagon may come back next year. She has another year of eligibility if she wants it.
Well, I think that's been a wonderful thing for these athletes that have had a few not normal seasons, to say the least. But, you know, there's no greater thing to watch an athlete go through their years here in college and become the leader and see how important that role is. And of course, leading a young lady like her, she has the experience and the high-level gymnastics, but you bring a strong freshman class in and you have the strong senior leadership, and that's what can take a team to the next level.
And Maddie, with her personality, she's been their best gymnast. This year, obviously, with Jade Carey's arrival, she's relinquished that title, and yet she has accepted it with open arms. They're friends, they're roommates. That kind of chemistry is huge.
Absolutely. In fact, it makes training even better, right? You've got these young, talented freshmen, you've got the leadership of the seniors, and everybody starts working just a little bit harder and fighting for the details. And that's what you're seeing from Oregon State. Every week, they're making those small improvements, and ultimately the goal is to be at their best at the end of the season.
Jade Carey will anchor the floor routine. She has a pair of 9.925s and then the 10.0 on bars. Been 26 years since Karen Litchie's iconic 40 for Georgia.
And that's my best friend that I was a teammate with.
Karen Litchie is your best friend?
Yeah, we grew up in Cincinnati together.
Wow. She's got that iconic 40 from 26 years ago this month. 4 perfect 10s in one meet. Remarkable, isn't it?
Yes, and I texted her. I said, you know, there are a few athletes that are going to be able to match you. And she said, I know. It's lasted for a very long time.
Mahini Bhardwaj of UCLA was a 1/4 of a tenth off of that. 3 perfect 10s and a 9.975 in 2001. Suzanne Metz of Utah, 1/2 a tenth off that in 1995. Maggie Nichols of Oklahoma, 5 years ago, 3/4 of a tenth off that. She had an all-around of 39.925. So something for Jade Carey and this cast of Olympians like Jordan Childs, others to shoot for. There have now been 10 perfect 10s in the country this weekend alone. We'll have 10 more meets tomorrow. Minnesota, Oklahoma, and Denver, all with gymnasts capable of posting perfect 10s. This is Megan Thompson. She competed on beam every meet last season. Led off the beam lineup last week in her only event at a 9.725. This is her only event today.
Strong triple series, 2 back handsprings to the layout step out. She's been in the leadoff position for quite some time. Once you find an athlete that likes to be in that role that can really set the tone, it's great.
One of just 2 seniors on the roster, along with Jasmine Gutierrez.
Little bobble on the full turn.
How much of a deduction is that?
You know, that is probably a subjective deduction, but I would take about a 10. Wow, great save there. It looked like her back foot almost double bounced on her side aerial.
Sydney Gonzalez will start things on floor for Oregon State. Carded back-to-back season best scores of 9.7, 7.5 each of the past couple of weeks. Was in the floor lineup 3 times last year as a freshman, including at the Athens Regional. And she got a career high 9.85. Solid couple of routines so far for her today at a 9.85 on vault, 9.875 on beam. Quarter of a tenth off her career high.
This is Oregon State's best event. Their first 3 athletes have been solid and clean, and the back part of their lineup is outstanding. Nice front fold to front layout to start the routine.
Those last 3, Dagon, Yanish, and Carey. Gonzalez will be followed by Caleb Bird and Lauren Ledge. Then the back half. Oregon State 7th in the country on floor.
Double pike, nailed the landing there.
Coach Brian Rochella in the background, thrust his hands in the air. He knows his first couple of routines are key for Oregon State.
That was a great start. Last week, she got the 9.775. She was pretty clean.
Guys, did you know you're thinning here?
To 9.85 on beam. Again, prior to this season, Ledge hadn't competed in 3 years after shoulder and ankle surgeries. Posted a score of 9.8 or better in each of her first 3 collegiate floor routines. I was a 9.9 in front of the home crowd a couple of weeks ago.
We saw her beautiful dance on the balance beam. She has the beautiful toe point, leg extension, and the choreography that just matches that. Back 1.5 to the front fold. Flexibility, difficult dance elements. A little break dancing in there too.
A couple of weeks ago at 9.9. See if she can challenge that.
Well, she was clean from top to bottom with that beautiful flexibility and extension, but this is an exclamation point. Double pike, beautiful form in the air, and great control on the landing.
$9.85 for Gutierrez. And now Emily White, a sophomore from Seal Beach, California, Los Alamitos High School. A lot of pressure on these final beam workers for ASU to avoid having to count a fall. She's 4th of 6.
in and out of her front aerial.
Strong day for Emily White. 9.85s on vault and bars. And an excellent beam routine with the pressure on after the fall earlier. 9.875 for Lauren Letch, her floor exercise. Quarter of a tenth off her high. And now here is Maddie Dagon. 9.9s on vault and bars. 9.825 on beam. Regular in the floor lineup since her freshman year 3 years ago. Last week put up a season best 9.875.
Double full to start the routine.
Teammates in the background.
Taking her up here for this final tumbling pass. Needs a clean landing.
She got it.
Just like that. That's just the beginning of the back part of this floor lineup.
Caitlyn Yanish and Jade Carey to follow. You can see why Oregon State is 7th in the country on floor routine. Sarah Clark next on beam for ASU. 9.825 for Emily White. Sarah seeking a bit of a bounce back. Posted a 9.775 last week after a 9.825 a couple of weeks ago. Career high 9.95 last year. The first 9.95 for a level on beam since 2009.
Clean form, solid landing. She's a nice long line. Jump combination with the double steg ring. Anytime you drop your head back into the ring position on the balance beam, taking your eyes off of the beam can be challenging. Dismounting back handspring, 1.5 twist. Oh, step back there. But other than that step, the entire routine was very clean. 1.5 twist, blind landing. So this is a good example. Anytime you come up a little short, your hips and shoulders are behind your feet. You're forced to take that step.
$9.925 for Maddie Dagon. 3 scores of 9.9 or better for Dagon. 9.825 on beam. And now Caitlyn Yanish had a 9.875 on vault. Great dancer. Highly anticipated floor routine when she was a freshman 4 years ago. And she's shown why.
Big first pass. Double layout.
Wow. So much air.
Wing combination. Nice flexibility and amplitude even on the lead pass. I mentioned she's a fifth-year senior, but this crowd, getting to see her for another year, I mean, clapping along.
Yanish's career high, 9.975 a couple of years ago.
Such a great routine, start to finish, high energy, high tumbling, like this opening pass, double layout.
Wow.
Very difficult to do those two flips in the straight body position, and her second flip almost lifts higher.
It's really incredible the air she gets. 9.85 for Sarah Clark, and now here's Hannah Scharf, the lone Sun Devil, doing the all-around today at a solid meet. 9.9 on vault, 9.85 on bars, 9.85 on floor.
Unique wolf turn to start the routine.
The Sun Devils had a fall earlier on bars.
Oh,
Pardon me, on B.
held on there. Nice side summy, look confident on that landing position. Dismounting 1.5 twist. She did it.
So the back end of the lineup for Arizona State comes through on balance beam, anchored by Hannah Scharf. And now the floor routine of Jade Carey following the 9.9 by Caitlyn Yanish. Last summer, Jade Carey won Olympic gold on floor. Let's watch her do her thing.
Two flips, two twists on this first tumbling pass. Unbelievable.
Already has a 10-0 today. It came on bars. Beautiful, powerful, remarkably consistent Jade Carey.
I am not a judge, but there was not a lot of deduction in that routine. And by far the most difficulty. This first tumbling pass, 2 flips, 2 twists. She makes it look so easy. I don't want to say that it's easy for her, but she makes it look like it. So fun to watch.
Her scores on floor the first 3 weeks, 9-9, 9-9-7-5, 9-9-5.
It looks like one judge gave the 10 again.
And a 9-9-5 from the other. A 9-9-7-5. I tell you, Matt, it's hard to find the half a tenth deduction in there.
I know, I may go over and ask where she found it.
We may talk with Jade about that when we come back. A 10 on bars, a 9-9-7-5 on floor. Another great meet for Jade Carey. Getting Gill Coliseum in Corvallis, Oregon State, and Jade Carey with another great meet, 197.35. That's a team high for this year, and we're joined by Jade Carey. Time now for our Zayo connection. A perfect 10 on bars. Did you know it was when you were done?
I honestly didn't know. I try not to think about it, but it's really crazy that my first 10 in college comes on bars because that's kind of known as my weaker event.
Well, it was definitely fun to watch, Jade. I had the privilege of watching you grow up and now transition from being an Olympic gold medalist to a college freshman. What have you loved most about this experience?
I've loved just really enjoying gymnastics. Every time we come out and compete, it's so much fun, and it's really fun to have a team atmosphere, and that's really different.
Well, we were waiting all night to watch your floor routine because that's what you're known for. That's where you earned the gold medal. I thought it was going to be another 10.0. Where do you think they took the deduction?
I honestly am not sure. Yeah.
I think I'm going to make my way over and have a chance to talk to the judges after because I want to know.
Well, a 39.825 in the all-around. You'd already broke the program record a couple of weeks ago, and you break it again by a quarter of a tenth. How do you summarize the success that you've had so far in the first 4 weeks of your collegiate career?
I've just really been trying to come out here every week and get a little bit better each time, and it's been a lot of fun to just really work on the perfection aspect that college brings.
Well, it's fun to watch you and your team. I think something else that we've seen from Oregon State is, yes, there's been mistakes and obstacles, but how proud are you of this team and the constant bounce back that you're seeing?
I'm very proud of this team. You know, nothing is ever perfect, and so I think we did a really good job today of just keeping the momentum going and just leaving what happened behind us and just keep going.
Okay, Jay, congratulations on another great meet, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jade.
Jade Carey of Oregon State, she says nothing is ever perfect. Au contraire, she had a 10-0 on bars.
Well, I think she said it perfect. This was the event as an athlete. She was, as an elite gymnast, she was not known for. But what she did so well tonight was she had the high-flying release moves with good form, and then she hit the handstands, which the judges are always watching for that perfect vertical line, and then wrapped it up with a huge dismount way above the bar and a perfect landing.
10-0 on bars. She says it's known as her weakest event. She had 9.925 on vault, 9.925 on beam, and 9.975 on floor when many expected a 10. They're the team scores. Oregon State with their best this year. Their previous best, 197 flat. Michael Chaplin, associate head coach, getting a photo with Jade after her 10 on bars. And Arizona State, meanwhile, they end up with a 196.5, and that is their best score this year. Previous best, 196.275. So things getting better and better for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, overall, great competition. I think both of these teams are showing what it's all about.